Hey guys, what's up? It's JR Kubert. In this video, we've got a new unboxing from Puzzlcrate. So if you guys didn't see my video last month about Puzzlcrate, Puzzlcrate is a monthly subscription service that sends a box of puzzles and puzzle-related items every month. It's $30 a month if you guys want to try it out. And I asked you guys last month if you guys would like to see a monthly series where I subscribe to the service and get it just like everyone else monthly and unbox it so you guys can check it out. And it was basically an astounding yes. Pretty much everybody wanted to see it, and the video got a lot of support, so I will be doing this monthly. Anyway, here is the box from March. Let's go ahead and open it up and see what's inside. So, of course, I have no idea. I'm not being told what it is. All right, so here we go. Let's see. All right, so it looks like, here, we'll read this notice in a second. I just want to see what's inside. Okay, so it looks like we've got two puzzles this time around, another stand, and yeah, the card that explains what these puzzles are, and that's everything. So again, keep all this stuff in here because I don't want it going on my carpet, and we'll close up this box. All right, let's go ahead and go through everything that came in the package. So it looks like we've got the Iton's Twist and Fisher Twist puzzles. So here's the thing. I already have both of these puzzles, right? These came out like a couple years ago, and I bought them when they first came out, made an unboxing and everything. I still have them. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm still going to show them off in this video. I'm still gonna solve them and talk about them and everything, but I will be giving these away. So that's what I've decided I'm gonna do. If I get a puzzle I already have, then I will give it away. So I'll talk more about the details of the giveaway at the end of the video. For now, let's just go ahead and check out this notice real fast. It says, due to the curvature of the center caps on these puzzles, it's common for them to pop off. This is not a defect and is perfectly normal. Popping persists, drop of glue should hold the center cap on nicely. Okay, so I could already tell, I think it was on this one. Yeah, the center caps, a couple of them popped off, which is normal. So we also got the stand. Anyways, let's go ahead and open these up. We'll start with the Fisher Twist here. All right, and there come out the center caps. So yeah, if you guys don't know what the twist cubes are, this one in particular is a Fisher cube that's basically been rotated 90 degrees as it's going up, like as it's going up the layer. I'm not really sure how else to describe it. It's just the whole thing is kind of, it's just like, imagine it was made of clay or something like that, and it wasn't hard, and you just took the Fisher cube and just twisted it. You know, you kind of get what I'm saying? And so that's kind of what this puzzle looks like. So here is the face. So this is the center, and these are the edges here and the corners. Now, I definitely prefer the Fisher Twist from the two that I have. This one tends to turn better, and as you can tell, it has very nice turning. This one feels a little bit more catchy than the one I have, but that's not a huge deal. So yeah, these might just need a little bit of tightening because it feels very fast. So yeah, this puzzle is a little bit weird to solve at first. It kind of messes with your perspective a bit, because for me at least, when I look at this puzzle, I think of a Fisher cube and I think of this being the center, because on a Fisher cube, if you straightened this out, this would actually be the centerpiece. But because of the puzzle's design and the way the pieces are shaped and everything like that, this is the center, which made it really confusing for me the first time I solved it. And the reverse is true for this one, which we'll go ahead and take a look at now. And I'll show you what I mean by that. So here we go. Here is the normal twist cube. Yeah, this one's definitely stiffer. So this one doesn't turn quite as well. Yeah, so it still turns pretty good though. And this one just has a normal 3x3 face on the top and bottom. So yeah, on this normal twist cube, if we take a look at a face here, this is the centerpiece here, with these four being the edges and of course the corners here. And if you think about it this way, so the way I looked at this puzzle the first time is this being one face right here, right? Because if you kind of like twisted this whole thing back and made it flat again, this would be, you know, your green face, so therefore this would be the center, but of course it's an edge. So it threw me for a loop the first time I solved it. Also, weirdly enough about these puzzles, the checkerboard patterns are kind of backwards. Usually on a 3x3, when you checker it, you get like a nice looking checker, but when you checker this one, you actually get a checkerboard that looks very similar to what happens when you checker a regular Fisher cube. So you get something that looks kind of like this. Whereas if you checker the Fisher Twist, you get like a pretty much like a normal looking checker, which is a bit weird because normal Fisher cubes don't checker very well. Anyways, these are really cool puzzles. I enjoy both of them. Let's go ahead and give them a quick solve. So we'll scramble them both up. These do shapeshift pretty wildly. You just get a bunch of weird shapes sticking out everywhere. Let's go ahead and scramble up this one now as well. I also just realized I never read the card, so let's go ahead and read the card. It tells us a little bit about the puzzle. So it says, designed by Iton Share, the Iton's Twist and Fisher Twist puzzles are shape modifications of the standard 3x3 Rubik's Cube and Fisher Cube that have been rotated 90 degrees to give them a spiral-like shape. This causes the puzzles to shapeshift like crazy once scrambled. But fear not, fellow cuber, these puzzles can be solved the same way as the normal 3x3 Rubik's Cube and Fisher Cube. Scramble them up and see for yourself. So we've just done that, so let's go ahead and solve them. We'll start with the normal 3x3. I should say the normal 3x3 twist cube. So I'll start on red, and we will go ahead and build our cross. Let's actually get the orientation of the centers down first. I believe that's correct. And then yes, and yes. Like that, yeah. So yeah, I'm pretty sure all of the centers should kind of be going diagonally like this. So not like this, but like this. All right, so now we'll go ahead and place our cross pieces. So this one I think actually needs to go here. So I think we have to rotate, yeah. So since we don't want to mess up our center orientation, we want to rotate the centers up and then grab a piece from the top layer and then bring them back down. So that preserves our center orientation for this corner, or for this edge, sorry. And then we'll bring this edge out into the top, bring it over. I believe this needs to go right here and bring it down. Same with this one. This one's flipped, so I think we should be able to actually just rotate this up like that and grab the edge and put it in. There we go. And then, where's the last one? Right here. We can do the same thing actually. So this one's not oriented right, but we can put it in like that. As you can see, if we put it in normally, the center orientation would be messed up. So we have to turn the center and then grab the edge so that the center orientation stays the same. And so since all of the edges match up with centers, I'm pretty sure we did this right. So let's just go ahead and do F2L. I think it's pretty possible. Like here is a red corner and it needs to go with the the white edge. So it's just one color. So I think we can just kind of like match it up like that. Yeah, like a normal F2L pair, insert it in. Okay, cool. So we can do F2L. We'll do it on this piece as well. Of course, you can't get parity because the edges only have one orientation and they can be flipped. So, but that comes a bit later. There you go. So we formed a bar. So we formed a little F2L insert right here. And we can put it in. And then our final one here, which can just be put in the back. And we do have parity. So the way you know if you have parity is if only one of these edges is solved. And so in order to fix it, we just have to flip one of these edges around. So we can just, this is what I do, is I just, do RU, R prime, U prime, until you get the corner like directly above where it was. Then I treat this as an F2L pair, bring it out, and solve it normally. Now, as you can see, we have none solved, which is just fine, because we can then easily orient all of the edges on top. And then I like to solve this just using beginner's method because it's easier for me to process it. So this is just beginner's method last layer. I know I'm not going super in depth, but this is just a brief walkthrough, definitely not a tutorial or anything like that. So we'll orient all the corners. And there we go. So I should be able to solve the Fisher twist a little bit more easily because this one actually acts a little bit more like a normal 3x3, interestingly enough. This one I don't think we have to worry about center orientation, which is exactly what I'm saying, because on the Fisher cube you do have to worry about center orientation. Of course on a 3x3 you do not. Except right there, because if you rotate it 90 degrees, then the little curve will be facing the wrong way. So that's the only thing you have to worry about, but it's not as challenging. Okay, so for this one, I think I actually will have to do the first two layers beginner's method, which is different because, as you can see, this pair seem to match up, but it wouldn't fit over here. So that's because this edge needs to be flipped, and this corner needs to be a different corner. So let's just go ahead and put in these corners normally. So I'll put in one corner there. Got corner here, there. Oops. Corner here. This one's definitely a bit more fragile feeling. It's looser. It feels like it might pop. So then we'll insert our edge pieces. Got an edge here. And an edge here. An edge here. And an edge here. And since all the edges have two colors, then there's no way we can get parity on the top. Unlike the Fisher cube, where you can. So then, I believe actually I can solve this using like OLL and PLL. So I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a T-perm. I think it's a T-perm. Yep, I was right. Okay. So yeah, both of these puzzles, pretty fun. It's really just kind of weird how they work together. How this one, in a way, almost solves more like a 3x3 than this one does, and this one solves more like a Fisher cube. It's kind of weird. They're fun puzzles. Anyway, I will be giving both of these puzzles away because I already own these. I'll also be giving them away as a set, so I'm not going to be giving away one to one person, one to another. They're going to go together, so there's only going to be one winner. Anyway, all you have to do to enter the giveaway, make sure you're subscribed, and then just leave one comment on this video. One comment only. And just say, like, you know, whatever you want. Maybe why you want the puzzle, why you like the video, anything. I don't really care what you comment, just as long as you comment once. Then I'll choose a winner in the next Puzzlecrate unboxing and get these puzzles shipped out as soon as I can. Anyways, that's all you gotta do to enter the giveaway. Just leave a comment and be subscribed. Anyways, that's all I've got to say for this Puzzlecrate unboxing. If you guys would like to subscribe to Puzzlecrate, the link will be down in the description. Anyways, if you guys like this video, be sure to give it a like. Links to all of my social media and Patreon are down in the description below as well. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.